Sometimes we all feel bad, despair, turmoil, tough times, dark nights of the soul. Dark nights of the soul all are an inescapable part of life as a human. I say inescapable because, like many people, I've tried, really tried. I have tried, really tried to escape my bad feelings and try to prevent them. They can't ghost me if I ghost them first. Good vibes in me to avoid them, to resist them. I'm fine. To numb them. I'm fine. I'm so fine. To pretend that they don't even exist. But no matter what I do, they still show up. Relentless and persistent, powerful and all-consuming, a force to be reckoned with. There's no escape from feeling bad, but I've learned that there are ways of feeling better. Feeling better isn't something you can just do. It's not instant or automatic or easy. It's a process, something you have to learn and commit to practice. Learn and commit to and practice. It's work. The work begins with figuring out your feelings, looking inside yourself, getting to know your vibrant and changing inner landscape. Learning to notice and recognize and name everything you encounter. It continues with sitting with your feelings, cultivating practices that help you understand your process and feelings. Cultivating practices that help you understand and process your feelings. Maybe even offer yourself support through them. And it might not even be work you can do all by yourself, which is sometimes you need a little extra help from a professional, referring to classic therapy sessions. Doing the work of feeling better is not always fun, and daunting and onerous, and deeply uncomfortable. It's difficult work, life's work, but it's work that holds the promise of ever-expanding peace and freedom. Not because it eliminates bad feelings or ensures good ones, but because it creates space for all feelings, releasing you from the pressure of needing to feel good and setting yourself free to feel better. How to use this book? This book grew from darkness. I wrote it from 2020 to 2021 through the height of the coronavirus pandemic, through the lows of some of the darkest feelings I've ever experienced, through months when I struggled to feel like I could function at all. I did what work I could, alone and in therapy, to navigate the darkness. I worked at practices that have helped me to find my way out of the darkness before. I worked along the lines of self-inquiry that have helped me see myself more clearly, care for myself more intentionally, and eventually that work became these pages. They do not contain expert foolproof methods that with guaranteed results, or a magic formula for feeling better on demand. There's no happiness potion. Sometimes the only thing you can do is struggle. That's okay. That's what this book is for. It's a companion for the tough times that inevitably rise in life, a place to come for respite and comfort and compassion. Ideas and encouragement to help you find yourself, your way through the darkness. And it's also a springboard, a jumping off place to inspire you to find your own ways of caring for your own heart, with writing and drawing exercises intended to help you encounter and understand your feelings in new ways. This book has no rules to follow. It offers plenty of written exercises, but you can choose how and whether you complete them. If an exercise feels like too much for now, you can always ponder it without writing anything, or come back to it later, or skip it entirely. Nobody's here to judge you. And if you make a mistake in pen or can't bring yourself to write in a book, or just want a few extra copies of an exercise, you can download all of them here in this printable PDF. There is no right or wrong way to engage with this book, so read it with a sense of openness and curiosity. Perhaps not every practice will resonate with you. Perhaps not every exercise will reveal something, at least not immediately. But perhaps you'll find a new idea, explore new avenues, consider a new perspective. And perhaps you'll find your own unique ways to feel better. Part 1. Figuring out your feelings. Chapter 1. Get curious. To properly cope with and manage the flow feelings, you'll need to be willing to venture inside, open your heart and mind to see everything that dwells there, things you might like and things you might not, which can be a pretty scary thing. Here be monsters. And even when you can overcome your fear, even when you're ready and willing to do the work, to do the inner work, it's often hard to know where to begin. Press to start. But there is good news. You don't have to do anything to begin. You're already at the beginning, because the beginning is always here and now, and at the beginning is always curiosity, a gentle, benevolent wonder at your inner landscape. Curiosity is the absence of judgment, a mindset that does not label thoughts and feelings as good or bad, a perspective that does not make demands about what should be, but instead gently asks what is. A curious mindset doesn't come naturally to me. I'm more in the habit of judging and labeling, which makes looking inward much more intimidating. What if I find something I don't like? What do I do? If I'm in the mindset of judgment, I'll decide it's bad, and then I'll feel worse. Oh no, it's something bad. This is really bad. I'll create a spiral of feeling bad about feeling bad. If I am in mindset of curiosity, everything changes. I am not there to judge. I am an explorer, a traveler, traversing my inner landscape to see what I find, not to pursue, quote, good feelings or avoid, quote, bad ones, but simply to learn what feelings are there.